Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Hardin High School for today's baseball action. Today's ball game has the 5-8 North Bullitt Eagles coming to take on the 8-9 North Hardin Trojans. The Eagles come in again 5-8 on the season, 1-2 in Region 6 play. They play out of the 23rd district. They are 0-1 in 17th district play, while the Trojans 8-9 on the season, 4-5 in 5th region play, and 2-0 in the 17th district. Lineups today for North Bullitt, where we'll start at. Ryan Priest will lead off. He plays left field. Owen Barger will play catcher and hit second. Parker Nellums plays third and hits third. Gibby Gibson will be on the mound and hitting cleanup. Hitting fifth, Brady Woldridge playing center field. Jaden Geidick is the designated hitter. Hitting seventh is Connor Boley playing second base. Connor Dorsey will be in right field and hit eighth, and followed by Bryce Kittle, the shortstop. Defensive alignment for the Trojans as we start today's ball game. Caleb Trotta will be in left field. In center will be Caleb Riffle. Right field, Jackson Linte. Round the horn, Travis Harper will be at third base. Aiden Chamberlain at short. Shane Fleming at second base. And Manny Wimberly at first. The battery tonight for the Trojans. Jose Resto Santos will be behind the dish, and Austin Elms, making his first start of the season, comes in with a 6.18 ERA, and that's 4 strikeouts to 9 walks. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Coming to bat for North Bullitt, it'll be Ryan Priest. The left fielder will step up. He's hitting .341 on the season. From the right side, Elms a lefty on the mound. That one high and outside. 1-0 the count. Now set. Wind up pitch. That one outside as well. 2-0 now the count. As Priest gets the sign from third base and steps back in. That one's hit out into the outfield. Giving ground is Riffle in center field. Camped under it. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the catcher, Owen Barger. Barger hitting .436 on the season with 2 home runs. For North Hardin, they were back in action tomorrow as they will hit the road, go to Cecilia to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. Strike one. So that was a wide plate on that one. It looked like more it was on the white for the left-handed batter's box. 0-1 now the count. Santos with a low setup. That was swung, hit on center field, going back on, is it Riffle? It's at the wall. It's gone. Home run, number 3 on the season for Owen Barger. And just got it and kept going. There's no wind here today at North Hardin. That one out to dead center field, and the Eagles take a 1-0 lead. That'll bring up the third baseman, Parker Nellums, for the Eagles. Coming in hitting .316 on the year. A little high and away, 1-0 now the count. For North Bullitt, their next game, actually, they're going to play a doubleheader tomorrow. They have Nelson County at 11 a.m. and then Fairdale at 4 p.m. That one outside as well. 2-0 now the count. Now set. Out high, 3-0 the count. Elm's really staying away from throwing it down on the inside part. Santos has set it most of the time away. That one well outside. It'll be a 4-pitch walk. Issue 2, Nellums, and he'll trot down to first base. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Gibby Gibson, hitting .389 on the year, and he'll hit from the left side. Very conservative lead at first by Nellums. That one in there for a strike, catches the outside corner. Nellums a little bit larger lead this time, maybe half a step. Elm is going to throw over. Wimberly throws it right back. Elms toes the rubber and comes set. That one inside that actually hit Gibson. So Ryan Priest leads off. He flies out to center field. Owen Barger comes up, hits a home run to dead center, and then Nellums is walked, and Gibson is hit by a pitch. That'll bring us to the center fielder, Brady Woldridge. Woldridge on the year hitting .176. He also hit from the left side. So runners at first and second. That one in there for a strike. Good pitch. 0-1 now the count. That one low and outside. Resto Santos doing a good job keeping it in front of him. Woodruff squares around as if he's going to bunt. Wimberly comes in from first. Now they're going to throw behind Nellums. They've got him in a rundown. Over and out. Third. Good job by Harper getting it down quickly. It looked like Chamberlain might have been holding on to it just a little too long before he threw it. Good play by Resto Santos to throw behind the runner after they attempted at the bunt. 1-2 now the count. 2 outs here in the opening inning. Gibson did move up to second. Elms curveball, swinging, strike 3, and that'll do it. So there was 1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no North Hardin errors as we head to the bottom of the first inning. North Bullitt on top, 1-0 over North Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on windows, doors, fences, roofs, decks, siding, and much, much more. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Lineup today for the Trojans. Shane Fleming will lead off playing second base. Manny Wimberly hits second, and he's at first. Caleb Trotta will hit third, playing in left field. Jose Resto Santos will hit cleanup and play catcher. Travis Harper, the third baseman, will hit fifth. Paxton Hardiman is the DH today for the Trojans. Jackson Lente playing right field. He hits seventh. Aiden Chamberlain will hit eighth as he plays shortstop. And Caleb Ripple will hit ninth and play in center field. Defensive alignment for the Eagles starting in the outfield. Ryan Priest in left field. Brady Wooldridge, the center fielder. Connor Dorsey will be in right. Around the horn. Parker Nellums at third. Bryce Kittle is the shortstop. Connor Boley is the second baseman. Tanner Wilson at first. And the battery today for North Bullitt. Owen Barger behind the plate. Gibby Gibson on the mound. He's 2-1 on the season with a 3.63 ERA. He's had 17 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, and 9 walks. Shane Fleming now to bat for the Trojans, hitting .327 on the season. It's from the right side. Gibson the lefty on the mound. That one fouled straight back. Gibson quickly back and set on the mound. So the wind starts to blow. You can see it more on the players' uniforms. That one was outside. Evens the count at 1-1 The wind blowing out towards right field. That curveball didn't have enough bite on it. Stays high. 2-1. That one outside. 3-1 now the count to Fleming. Looks down at Ace Adcock, head coach for the Trojans. Gets the sign and steps back in. Swing and a miss on that one. That'll run it full. 3-2. That one just low. And Fleming works base on balls. He'll trot down to first base. That'll bring up the first baseman for the Trojans, Manny Wimberly. Wimberly, leading hitter for the Trojans, hitting .439 on the season. Outside. Wimberly has 8 RBIs on the year, 4 doubles and 1 home run. Has walked 13 times. Big lead by Fleming at first. That one's hit hard out to left center field. Going back on it is Wooldridge looking up. It's gone, and a 2-run home run for Manny Wimberly. That brings in Fleming in front of him, and the Trojans take the lead. Wimberly with his second home run of the season. So with no outs, the left fielder comes to the plate for North. Caleb Trotta now to the plate. .325 on the year. That one stays high. On the curveball, it seems like Gibson has missed high on those that he's thrown here early in the ball game. That fastball in on the inside corner. One and one the count. That'll be fouled out of play. Fastball a little up in the zone. Popped up. It's going to be in foul territory. Moving over is Nellums and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring us to the cleanup hitter, catcher, Jose Resto Santos. Santos hitting .295 on the year. Bottom of the first inning. Trojans now on top 2-1. Scoring on both sides has come off the home run. Solo shot in the top of the first by Owen Barger, and then a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the first by Manny Wimberly. That one's low. 1-1 the count. That one fouled off down the third base line. I believe Coach Mr. Spalding has home plate umpires run out of baseballs. Had a couple foul offs here early on. So we'll get another baseball in. Now we're ready. 1-2 the count. That one just low. Evens it up at 2-2. And fouled out of play. I'm going to hit. Hot shot is knocked down by Nellums. Kittle not going to be able to do anything with it. So it'll go as an infield hit. Single there for Santos as he gets over to first. We are going to have a courtesy runner for the Trojans. Pitchers and catchers do get courtesy runners. And number 7, Thomas Lyritt. So coming to the plate, third baseman Travis Harper, hitting .276 on the year. First time Gibson has gone to the stretch. Oh, I take that back. He did against Wimberly. That one low. Barger, good job getting that one. With all the rain, we've had the field in very good condition. Drained out real well. I mean, it's all grass field except for around the bases where it's turf. Strike on the top half. Snap throw down. And I really think if Tanner Wilson, the first baseman, lets that carry a little bit further back into the bag, he had a really good shot. Leard had gotten a little too far off the base. But where Wilson caught it at, then had to stretch back to first base. That one low. 2-1 now, the count to Harper. That was right down the middle, fouled back. I'll even it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lear about a foot further this time with his lead. That curveball stayed up. 3-2 now the count. Throw over. Lear dives back in. Harper steps back in. 3-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Again, the Trojans on top, 2-1. As when we hit hard out to center field. Going back on it is Wooldridge. That one's going to short hop the fence. Rounds first, heading for second is Harper. Lyritt held up at third. This ball is going to get away. Gibson able to get there. So Lyric will stay. So a double by Harper. And I'll get runners at second and third. As we get to the DH, Paxton Hardiman to the plate for the Trojans. Hitting .303 on the year. He's got 6 RBIs on the season. He's got 2 waiting out there for him. That's high. 1-0. Good curveball that time. Evens that up at 1-1. That curveball good too. That one got on the inside part of the plate. So 1-2 the count. That curveball way outside. Barger does a good job getting to it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Gibson. And that'll bring us to the right fielder, Jackson Lente. Lente hitting .219 on the season. Barger again, good job getting that one. It was low. Did not go around on that one. 2-1 now the count. Lyric leads from third. Harper from second. That's in there for a strike. Deuce is wild. 2-2 with 2 outs. That's going to be hit out towards right field. Dorsey out there coming in. He'll make the catch for the 3rd out. But the Trojans able to get 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 runners left on base and no North Bullitt errors. After 1 complete, the North Hardin Trojans on top 2-1 over North Bullitt. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. We'd also like to thank NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. All right, as we head to the top of the 2nd inning, it'll be 6, 7, 8 in the Eagle lineup. Jaden Geidick, Connor Boley, and Connor Dorsey. Jaden Geidick, the DH for the Eagles, comes in hitting .259 on the season.
Bullitt, number 17, Jaden Geidick.
Elms still on the mound for the Trojans. That one low. 1-0 the count. Swings that one hard, hit out towards second. Fleming there. Gets it over to Manny Wimberly for the first out. That'll bring us to the second baseman, Connor Boley. Boley hitting .222 on the year. That one right down the center. Oh, and 1 the count. That one low and outside. Evens it up at 1-1. One hit hard but foul down the first base line. I'll take the count to 1-2. Elms toes the rubber. That curveball just curved it. It misses Boley, but too far inside. 2-2 now the count. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Second strikeout of the day for Elms. And that'll bring us to the right fielder, Connor Dorsey. Dorsey hitting .231 on the year. That ball low. 1-0 now the count. Swings through that one. Good change up that time. 1-1 now. That one fouled off. It's way out in front of these pitches here early on. 1-2 now the count. If you're Elms, you try to find an even slower speed. That one hit hard over towards Harper. Up with it. Throw across the diamond in time. For out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. So we head to the bottom of the second inning. North Hardin on top. 2-1. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. To explore your options, call 270-763-3186. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding area since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Due up in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be 8-9-1 in the Trojan lineup. It'll be Aiden Chamberlain, Caleb Riffle, and Shane Fleming. Gibby Gibson back on the mound for the Eagles. Chamberlain comes to the plate, hitting .217 on the year. Fouls the first pitch away. 0-1 the count. That pitch low evens it up at 1-1. Back up the middle. Boley with it. Flips over to Wilson for the first out. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Caleb Riffle. Riffle come in hitting a 149 on the season. That one hit Riffle. So he'll trot down to first base. And then we go back to the top of the lineup. Shane Fleming, 0-for-0 on the day, walked and scored a run. Riffle on the season is 2-for-2 in stolen base attempts. Has a lead out beyond the turf, one leg. Going to throw over, dives back in. Gibson comes set. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. That one way outside. Barker snap throw down. That time Wilson did a much better job of not trying to go and get it, let it come to the bag. Two and one now the count. Riffle shortened up his lead just a touch. Swing and a miss on that one. That'll leave it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Getting one out. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. North Hardin on top, 2-1. All the runs knocked in by home runs. Owen Barger, a solo shot for the Eagles. Manny Wimberly with a 2-run shot for the Trojans. That one's going to be out towards Kettle. Scoops it up quickly over to Boley. Gets the lead runner. Fleming will reach first on the fielder's choice. So with 2 outs, Manny Wimberly comes to the plate. Wimberly obviously 1-for-1 on the day with that 2-run home run. Center fielder Brady Wooldridge shifting over about 5 steps to his left. Going on the first pitch is Fleming. He's down there safe with the stolen base. That's his 11th stolen base out of 12 attempts. Pitch was a ball, 1-0 to Wimberly. Curveball, a little high and inside. 2-0 now the count. That one ripped foul down the third base line. 2-1 now. Wimberly steps back in. That one in there for a strike. That'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fleming going to third. That one gets away past Barger. Fleming slides into third quickly up. Barger gets it. He'll run it back out. Curveball on the inside part. Barger looked like he was jumping up out of his position to make the throw. The pitch was in the dirt and wasn't able to get it. Mr. Spalding going to give him a new baseball. 3-2 with 2 outs. Strike 3 on the outside corner. There were no runs on no hits. 1 run left on base. As we head to the top of the 3rd inning, North Hardin on top, 2-1. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, Blue Ribbon Renovations, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. All right, as we head to the top of the 3rd inning, it'll be 9-1-2 in the Eagle lineup. Bryce Kittle, Ryan Priest, and Owen Barger. Kittle comes in with a .241 average. That one low. 1-0 the count. That one low as well. 2-0 now the count. Austin Elms on the bump for the Trojans. That was be hit high in the air on the infield. Racing in is Chamberlain, in and out of his glove. And so Kittle gets the first on the air. They'll send us to the top of the lineup. Ryan Priest. Priest hit a fly ball in his first at-bat to center field. Just got under it. One of the highest balls we've seen in high school. Quite a while. Wind at field level is almost nothing but just above the tree lines. It is blowing out towards right. Conservative lead at first by Kittle. That one outside. 66 degrees here as we play this ball game. That one will be fouled out of play down the right field line. Light rain in the area. 1-1 as Priest steps back in. That curveball just low. 2-1 now the count. A hot shot, catch by Wimberly, and he'll step on first for the double play. And now at 2 outs as we head to the catcher, Owen Barger. Barger 1 for 1 with a solo home run. Hit it out to the deepest part here at Trojan Field. That curveball inside. 1-0. That curveball hit. It was foul and actually came back fair before it got to third base. Barger rounds first, running towards second. Fleming gets it. Oh, got him as Barger tried to go around him. So it will go down as a single for Barger, trying to stretch it. Got him out at second base. So only 3 batters in the inning. There were no runs on 1 hit, no runners left on base. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, North Hardin remains on top 2-1 over North Bullitt. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Due up in the bottom of the 2nd inning for the Trojans. It'll be 3-4-5 in the lineup. Caleb Trotta, Jose Resto Santos, and Travis Harper. Gibby Gibbs remains on the mound for the Eagles. And now Owen Barger back out as the last hitter in the top of the inning. Had to get his equipment on. Again, for North Hardin, they're back in action tomorrow. They'll hit the road, head down to Central Hardin High School. For North Bullitt, they've got a doubleheader tomorrow with Fairdale and Nelson County. Trotta steps in, trying to 0 for 1. He popped out to the third baseman in his only at-bat. Came in hitting .325 on the season. That'll be high. 1-0 the count. That's low. 2-0 now the count to Trotta. That's in there for a strike. 2-1 now to Caleb Trotta. Now back up the middle. Ranging over is Kittle, not going to be able to get to it. And so Trotta will reach on a single. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Jose Resto Santos. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Ended up getting around all the way to third before being stranded there. That curveball stays outside. Trotta's secondary lead that time was pretty big. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a snap throw down from Barger. Trotta almost to the dirt or grass. Now here's the snap throw. Safe. 2-0 now the count. That'll be fouled out of play. That'll run the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. And no outs here. Bottom of the third inning. North Hardin on top 2-1. 2 runs for the Trojan coming off a Manny Wimberly home run. 1 run for the Eagles coming off an Owen Barger home run. Now catch to the inside corner. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one low. Barger does a good job keeping it in front of him. And the turf does bounce differently than dirt, especially with the rubber pellets in it. It's a little bit more bounce. Try it again with a healthy lead at first. That ball back up the middle, diving for it, not going to be able to get to it was Boley. And Trotta will stop at second. So back-to-back singles by the Trojans. And it'll be Thomas Learrett heading across to do the courtesy running for Jose Resto Santos. As Travis Harper comes to the plate. Harper 1 for 1 on the day with a double. Headed out to right center field. Time. So one of the North Bullitt coaches will walk out. And a reminder, next week we'll be on the air Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Get this schedule pulled up. On Monday night, it'll be Bardstown action as softball action as Bardstown comes to take on John Hardin. Tuesday night, it'll be baseball action as John Hardin travels to Central Hardin. And then Friday night, it'll be Central Hardin and Bowling Green in baseball action. So, softball on Monday, then baseball on Tuesday and Friday. Meeting on the mound breaks up. Gibson will stay in the game. So Caleb Trotta at second. Thomas Learrett at first as Travis Harper steps to the plate. That one low. 1-0 the count. That one in there for a strike. Curveball on a little 1-7 break. So 1-1 the count. Barger going to walk it out there to Gibson. Comes set, 1-1. That curveball in there for a strike as well. 1-2 now the count. Gibson set. That one popped up on the infield. Coming in is Wilson, who makes that catch for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Paxton Hardin. Hardin 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Curveball, that one hit almost into the North Hardin dugout. Actually, I think it did make it in there. 0-1 the count. A fly ball hit out towards left field. Priest coming in for it. Gets it, makes the catch. So after 2 singles, it's 2 pop-outs. And with 2 outs, that'll bring us to the right fielder, Jackson Lente. That one fouled straight back. 0-1 the count. Lente stepped out now back in. Trotta then gets the lead away from second. Leered at first. That one outside evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Gibson gets the sign and comes set. That'll be hit towards the hole. Over with it, Nellums. He's going to go across the infield to Wilson in time for out number 3. So after giving up hits, Gibby Gibson able to come back and with 2 on get 3 outs. After 3 complete, our score 2-1, North Hardin on top of North Bullitt. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. All right, as we head into the top of the 4th inning, it'll be 3-4-5 in the Eagles lineup. Parker Nellums, Gibby Gibson, and Brady Wooldridge. Parker Nellums now to the plate. Over on the day, was hit by a pitch, later advanced to second, and was caught in a rundown. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Austin Elms still on the bump for the Trojans. A ball, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Through 2 innings, Elms just given up 2 hits. One of those, of course, was the Barger home run for the only run for the Eagles. That one will get away from Resto Santos. 2-1 now, the count. That was going to be hit hard out to center field. Riffle going back on it, looking up, and it's gone. Almost the exact same spot where Owen Barger hit one in the first inning. Probably about 20 yards to the right of the 340 sign. And we're all tied at 2 apiece. And now that'll bring us to the pitcher, Gibby Gibson, now to hit for North Bullitt. That one a little too far inside. Want to know the count. That one catches the inside corner, even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. That gets in there. Good curveball from Elms. 1-2 now, the count. That was going to be hit out towards right center field. Riffle comes from center field. Jackson Lente from right field. And Lente on the run makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Now that'll bring up the center fielder, Brady Woldridge. Woldridge 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Will be low, bounces in. 1-0 the count. Swings through that one, even at 1-1 now. A little out in front of that one. Curveball back out towards second. Fleming comes in, scoops it up, and is able to get it over there in time. Woldridge really quickly down the line. But the 4-3 put out will 2 outs, and that'll bring us to the designated hitter, Jaden Geidick. Geidick 0 for 1. He grounded out to second in his only at bat. Came in today hitting .259 on the year. That'll be outside. 1-0 now the count. That one in there for a strike on the inside corner. That curveball well outside. 2-1 now the count. be fouled out of play. It'll run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Two outs here, top of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss for the 3rd out. But it's Parker Nellums with the solo home run that ties it up at 2 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. North Bullitt 4, North Hardin 4. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. It'll be 8-9-1 in the Trojan lineup. Aiden Chamberlain, Caleb Riffle, and Shane Fleming. Gibby Gibson back on the mound for the Eagles. So Aiden Chamberlain, the shortstop, comes to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to the second baseman. Comes set. And therefore strike. 0 and 1. That was going to be hit to the outfield. Coming in as Wooldridge started to take a step back and then came up on it. That's going to bring up Caleb Riffle, the center fielder for North Hardin. He was hit by a pitch, and then he was caught stealing at second base. Gets some throwing from the stretch. That one on the inside corner. That one's going to be hit out to the outfield, going toward the left center field. Wooldridge now takes a couple of steps over, makes the catch. Wooldridge getting a workout today in center field. So it's 2 up, 2 down, and now we head to the top of the order. That'll be Shane Fleming coming to the plate. Fleming 0 for 1 on the day. Let's have a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Swings to that first pitch. That one popped up short right field. Dorsey coming in, calls off Bowley, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Gibby Gibson and the Eagles. Through 4 complete. Our score, North Bullitt 2, North Hardin 2. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, it'll be 7-8-9 in the Eagle lineup. Connor Boley to the plate. Austin Elms still on the mound for the Trojans as he starts his 5th inning of work. Again, this is his first start of the season. He's made 4 appearances. Came in with a 6.18 ERA. Boley 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Swings at that one, fouls it off towards the first base dugout. Boley steps back in, 1-1 the count. That one well outside. 2-1 now the count. That one outside, 3-1. Reminder, our next game will be Monday afternoon. It'll be softball action as Bardstown comes to take on the John Hardin Bulldogs. That game is scheduled for a 6 o'clock start time. There's ball 4 on the outside. So Boley reaches for the first time tonight. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Connor Dorsey. Dorsey 0 for 1 with a ground out. That one a little high, 1-0. That one stays out. Snap throw from Resto Santos. Boley back in time. 2-0 now the count. Resto Santos going to go out and talk to his pitcher. And an overcast day here at North Hardin. Temperature low to mid-60s. Two and 0 the count. That's in there for a strike. Throw over to first, not in time. Boley back over. That one well outside. That one catches the outside corner. 3-2 now to Dorsey. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Boley goes down to second. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Bryce Kittle. Kittle reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. 0 for 1 on the day. And after getting it first, a hot line drive by Priest caught by Manny Wimberly. Wimberly doubled up. As Kittle hits that one out towards Fleming. Comes up with it cleanly across to Wimberly. That does get Boley to third, so he's just 90 feet away. And we go back to the top of the lineup. Ryan Priest now. Be the 3rd time for Priest to see Elms on the mound. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Had a fly out to center field and a line drive, or line out to Wimberly at first. Curveball in there for a strike. That one too far outside. Evens it up 1-1. That one will be hit out towards the shortstop Chamberlain. Up with it. Across the diamond in time for out number 3. And so the 6-3 put out is the final of the inning. There were no runs on no hits, 1 runner left on base, and no North Hardin errors. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, we're all tied at 2 apiece between North Hardin and North Bullitt. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. E-Town Exterminate is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, Nelson counties and all the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. As we head into the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be 2-3-4 in the lineup for the Trojans. Manny Wimberly was 1 for 2 on the day. Caleb Trotta 1 for 2 on the day. And Jose Resto Santos 2 for 2 on the day. Gibby Gibson back on the mound for the Eagles. So Wimberly comes to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. And a big 2-run home run in the first inning, his first at bat. Was caught looking for a strikeout in the 2nd inning. Curveball. That one low. 1-0. Swings through that one. That evens it up at 1-1. Swings at that one, fouls it out over the first base dugout. One and two, the count to Wimberly. He asks for time and gets it. Curveball, that one stays outside. 2-2 now the count. Oh, swings that one. The bat comes out. Almost gets Coach Adcock. It was about an 85-foot throw. So Wimberly goes down swinging. That'll bring up the left fielder, Caleb Trotta. Trotta 1 for 2 on the day with a single. His single led off the 3rd inning. Ended up getting to second, but was stranded there. bounces over the head of Barker. 2-0 now the count. All the scoring in the ballgame have come off home runs. 2 solo shots by Eagles and a 2-run shot by Manny Wimberly. That one pitches high. 3-0 now the count to Trotta. That one in for a strike. That curveball. 3-1 now the count. And there's ball 4. Trotta will trot down to first. And now that'll bring up Jose Resto Santos. 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles. Trojans with 5 hits on the day. The Eagles just with 3 hits, but 2 of those big flies. Trotta with average lead over at first. Curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball's going to be hit out towards center field. Woodridge takes a couple steps back, now comes up a couple, makes the catch, get it back in. Toronto retreats to first base. So with 2 outs, it'll be Travis Harper coming to the plate. Harper 1 for 3 with a double on the day. That one outside, 1-0. That one outside as well. Now 2-0 the count to Harper. That one inside. That'll run to 3-0. That's low. So 2 walks here in the 5th inning. So with 2 outs, there'll be runners at first and second for North Hardin. As Paxton Hardiman comes to the plate. Hardiman 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. And now it'll be Coach Wise that will walk out to the mound to talk to Gibson and his defense. And we're back on the air Monday afternoon as John Hardin will host Bardstown in softball action. For these 2 clubs, for North Bullitt, they're back in action tomorrow. They have a doubleheader with Nelson County and Fairdale. For North Hardin, they'll be back in action tomorrow as they will travel to Central Hardin in a 17th district matchup. So Gibson will stay in the ballgame as the pitcher. 2 outs. Caleb Trotta will be at second base. Travis Harper at first base. As Paxton Hardiman steps back into the batter's box. That one low. It's the 5th consecutive ball that Gibson has thrown. That curveball gets in there, evens it up at 1-1. Swings through that one, 1-2 now, the count to Hardin. That one low at the feet of Barger. Two and two now, the count, as Hardin steps back in. Curveball, chopped foul. Coach Adcock with the scoop. Everybody will reset. 2-2 the count. That one hit high in the air. Kittle calls for it, moving around, and makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So there were no runs on no hits, 2 runners left on base, and no North Bullitt errors as we head to the 6th inning. Our score remains 2-2 between the North Bullitt Eagles and the North Hardin Trojans. As we get ready for top of the 6th inning. It'll be 2-3-4 in the Eagle lineup. Owen Barger, Parker Nellums, and Gibby Gibson. And Austin Elms on the mound for the Trojans. Barger is 2 for 2 on the day with a home run, a single, a run scored, and an RBI. Last time he had a single down the 3rd base line and got a little aggressive trying to make it to second. It was thrown out there. That one's high. 2-0 now the count. Way outside. Goes all the way to the backstop. There was some action down in the North Hardin bullpen. I don't see anybody up right now. 3-0 the count. That one in there for a strike. That's me hit towards center field, going back on its deep, and it is gone. Almost an exact replay of his first at bat. And Owen Barger, 3 for 3 on the day, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And that will bring up Parker Nellums. He's 1 for 1 on the day and a home run in his last at bat. His first at bat, he reached on a walk and was later caught in a rundown between second and third. And that actually hits Nellums in the batter's box. He'll trot down to first. A curveball, and that'll bring up Gibby Gibson, but not before Coach Adcock will head to the mound to talk it over. Again, our schedule for next week, tentatively, again, based on weather conditions. Monday night, it'll be softball action as Bardstown comes to take on the John Hardin Bulldogs. That one has a 6 o'clock first pitch. Tuesday night, it'll be baseball action as John Hardin travels to Central Hardin. And then on Friday night, we will have Bowling Green taking on Central Hardin in baseball action. 17th District games are all at 5:30. One on Friday night will start at 6 o'clock. Gibby Gibson now to the plate for the Eagles with Nellums at first. Gibson 0 for 1 on the day. Reached on a hit by pitch and then flew out to left field. Swings on that one. That's foul. He hit that one over the North Bullitt bullpen. We have a couple players coming out of the north dugout, head down towards, I believe, the bullpen. Conservative lead by Nellums. 0-1 the count. Curveball. That one's in there for a strike. Elms comes set. That one outside, reading it as Nellums takes off. Good job. It goes off of him, but it'll stay right there. Good job. That was not a called steal. He read the ball in the dirt and takes off. Resto Santos keeps it in front of him. The throw down just going to be too late. So now runner in scoring position. 1-2 the count. That one in the dirt. That one gets away from Resto Santos. And that'll move on the wild pitch. We'll move Nellums up 90 feet. So now just a fly ball by Gibson. Could get Nellums in from third. Two and two, no outs here. Top of the sixth. That one popped up and it will get just into the bleachers. Gibson stays alive. North Hardin's infield is in. Again, a 3-2 lead for North Bullitt. Off of an Owen Barger home run, his second of the day. That was to be popped up towards right field. Coming in on it is Lente. He makes the catch. Nellum's going to run. It's going to be a play at the plate. Oh, just high. Resto Santos not able to get it down as Nellums comes in. Nellums might have come up a little lane there. So it is an RBI sac fly for Gibson. And it's now a 4-2 lead for North Bullitt. That'll bring up the center fielder, Brady Woldridge. 0 for 2 on the day as a ground out and a strikeout. We are looking for a sponsor for gloves and a jacket for athletic director Chris Smith here at North Hardin. He's complaining it's cold. No one on. Elms will throw from the windup. Ooh, that one almost got him. That one back up the middle. Fleming comes over, slides, gets it. Throw not going to be in time, and it'll be an infield hit for Brady Woldridge. His first hit of the day. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Jaden Geidick. Geidick 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out. So Woldridge at first. Again, just one out here in the top of the 6th. First run there by Nellens, or the first run of the day that wasn't scored from a home run. That one high and tight, 1-0. Nellens got on first, stole second on a curveball in the dirt, advanced to third on a wild pitch, and then driven in by a sac fly from Gibson. That one it does get away, and Woldridge quickly, as that ball got in the dirt immediately, is heading down to second base. And seeing that from those players tonight, it's got to be an automatic thing that Coach Wise has been instructing them. You read the ball in the dirt, take off. So 2-0 the count to Geidick as he steps back in. Woldridge, average lead at second. That one high and tight. That'll run to 3-0. They're going to throw down behind Woldridge. He slides back in. And now Adcock will come out, and he will have to take Elms out. And Austin Elms came in. This was his first start of this season and made 4 appearances. And through 5 innings had just given up 3 hits. 2 of those were home runs. And then here in the 6th, leadoff home run by Barger. He hits the next batter, who works his way around to third. Sacrifice fly, single, and then a walk on 4 pitches to Geidick. So it'll be runners at, first and second, as we have a new pitcher coming into the lineup. Bailey Moore now coming in. Let's get the numbers on Moore. Has a 2-3 record, a 5.07 ERA. He's pitched 19 innings. He's given up 14 earned runs. That's 20 strikeouts to 11 walks. And he will inherit runners at first and second with 1 out. Again, for North Hardin tomorrow, they hit the road and say we'll travel to Cecilia to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. For North Bullitt, it will host tomorrow Nelson County at 11 o'clock and Fairdale at 4 o'clock. Doubleheader action. So with one out, Moore will take the mound for the Trojans. As Connor Boley comes to the plate, Boley 0 for 1 on the day. He'd reach on a walk. Throw out to second. Actually, it goes off of Wooldridge. He'll stay on second. That one in there for a strike. Comes set. Conservative lead in first by Geidick. That curveball in for a strike. 0-2 now the count. That one high, 1-2. Wimberly is holding Geidick on at first. Wooldridge at second. That one fouled out of play. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's strike 3. Good curveball for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up right fielder Connor Dorsey. Dorsey 0 for 2 on the day. He's got a ground out and a strikeout. That one outside. Resto Santos reads that, or gets that one, keeps it in front of him. Want to know the count? That one outside. They're going to throw behind Wooldridge out at second. He gets back. Gets a big secondary lead after the pitch is thrown. Chamberlain trying to sneak in behind him. That's in there for a strike. They're going to try to throw behind him again. This time goes back in standing up. Two and one the count. That one high, runs it to 3-1. Curveball too high, throw down to third, safe, not in time. That didn't matter. Walked. Ball 4. And so now runners at first, second, and third loaded up as we get to Bryce Kittle. Kittle 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on an error and a ground out. Swings in that first one. 0-1. Now fouled off over the first base dugout. 0-2 now the count. That one too far inside. 1-2. Moore's done a good job since coming in. And there was strike three, and all Santos has to do is step on home plate, and that does it. So it'll go down as a strikeout. There were 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 runners left on base, and no North Hardin errors. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. North Bullitt leads 4-2 over North Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. To explore your options, call 270-763-3186. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas since 1976. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at muggabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We have a new pitcher coming into the ball game for the Eagles. It's going to be Brett Sizemore. This will be his 6th game of the season. He's had 10 1/3 innings pitched. He has a 3.39 ERA. Has 1 save. He has 10 strikeouts to just 2 walks. For the Trojans, they are sending up 7, 8, 9 in their lineup. Jackson Lente, Aiden Chamberlain, and Caleb Riffle. So Jackson Lente to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Has a fly out and a ground out. That curveball's down. 1-0 the count. That one's in there for a strike. Coach Hancock going to come down and talk to Lente. Not sure if he was talking about take a look at the third baseman. He's playing back, even with the bag, is Nellums. So you want to lay down a bunt. That strike's in there for, or sorry, that curveball's in there for a strike. 1-2 now the count. Nope, that one was high. Lente able to hold up on that one. Evens it up at 2-2. That was a little short. 3-2 now the count. That was going to be hit out towards right field. Dorsey out there. Misplays it. Goes over his head. Lente rounds first. Heading to second. Coach Hancock going to hold him up there. So it's a stand-up double for Lente. And that's going to bring up Aiden Chamberlain. Chamberlain 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Lente was down 1-2 in that count. Worked it full and then hits a double off the right field wall. Sizemore stepped off the mound. Squares around to bunt. That one outside. Barger going to throw down behind Lente. It gets away from Kettle. 1-0 the count. Squares around again. That one high. 2-0. Squared around one more time. That pitch was inside. 3-0 now the count. Squares around to bunt, pulls it back. That one inside. Ball number 4. So Sizemore, after 2 batters, is giving up a double and a walk. That'll get us to the center fielder, Caleb Riffle. Riffle 0 for 1 on the day. He did reach on a hit by pitch in his first at-bat and has a fly out. We're going to have time. Riffle on the season came in hitting 149. That's 3 RBIs. At second base is Lente. First base is Chamberlain. Lente on the season 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Chamberlain's 2 of 3. North Hardin needs to put 2 across. And down 2, 4-2. Of the 6 total runs, only 1 has come in not by a home run for North Bullitt. They have 3 solo home runs. The 1 run that came in by Parker Nellums was a sac fly from Gibby Gibson. For North Hardin, Shane Fleming scored when Manny Wimberly hit a home run in the first inning. Runners at first and second, no outs. Bottom of the 6th. Caleb Riffle at the plate. Sizemore comes set. They're going to throw back to second. That one gets away all the way into center field. Lente will stay there. Sizemore comes set. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike. Oh and 1. Riffle again squares to bunt. Bunts this one towards third. A really good bunt. Sizemore not going to be able to pick it up, and it'll be an infield hit. Everybody's safe. Lente to third, Chamberlain at second. So this first hit of the day, Riffle, we head to the top of the order, no outs. Bases loaded. Shane Fleming coming to the plate. Fleming 0 for 2 on the day, reached on a walk, also reached on a fielder's choice, and has a stolen base and a run scored. Curveball. That one too high. 1-0 the count. With the bases loaded, Sizemore going to throw from the windup. That curveball way inside. 2-0 now the count. Barker steps out in front of home plate. Tells Sizemore to calm down. That one inside. 3-0 now the count. No place to put him. That's in there for a strike. 3-1 now. That curveball in there for a strike, so he works it back full. That one fouled straight back into the net. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4, and that'll be an RBI for Shane Fleming. And that's going to bring up Manny Wimberly as Lente crosses home plate. So it's a 4-3 game now. Wimberly 1 for 3 on the day, had a 2-run home run in his first at bat and then a pair of strikeouts. Sizemore again going to go from the windup. And curveball catches the outside corner. 0-1. That one too far outside. 1-1. Swings at that one, fouls it straight back. 1-2 now the count to Wimberly. Curveball, swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring us to the left fielder, Caleb Trotta. Trotta 1 for 2 on the day as a single and a fly out. He also reached on a walk. Curveball. That one in there for a strike. That one too far inside. 1-1. So Chamberlain at third, Riffle at second, and Fleming at first. That was hit down the right field line. It's in there. 1 run is in. Waving around third comes Riffle. Fleming will stop there. It's going to be a 2 RBI double by Caleb Trotta. Trotta took the outside pitch, went with it. And North Hardin takes the lead 5-4. Chamberlain and Riffle come in to score. And so now it is Jose Resto Santos to the plate. Santos 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles and a fly out. First pitch in there for a strike. Again, just one out here in the bottom of the sixth. That one swung on, fouled out of play. Santos asks for time and steps out. Reaches out, pops that one up, shallow center field. Coming in is Wooldridge. Actually, going out was Bullitt. Makes the catch on the infield. And so that's going to bring up the third baseman, Travis Harper. Harper 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Did also reach on a walk. Want to know the count? That strike on the outside corner. Seems like Sizemore's been very much off-speed curveball most of his time on the mound. There's another curveball that's going to be hit out north, the shortstop. Sorry, Kittle up with a high throw. Gets past. One run is already scored, and here comes Trotta around. And so the E6 gets 2 more runs for North Hardin. Fleming and Trotta come in. And the 9th batter of the inning will be Paxton Hardiman. Hardiman 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and a pair of flyouts. That one outside, that gets away from Barger. Harper will run down to second. And outside. I believe that Coach Adcock's going to send in a pinch runner for Harper. And that is it number 8? 8's Caleb Trotta. Oh, number 9, sorry, Mason Howard. So runner at second, 2 outs, 2-0 count to Hardiman. That one's high. Lente, who got all this started with a double as he led off the inning, was sitting on deck. There's ball 4. So the 10th batter of the inning, Lente comes back up. Lente 1 for 3 on the day with a double and a run scored. Swings through that one. That'll be hit back up the middle. Wooldridge is there. Comes in, has to play it off the bounce. Actually, that was Gibson who moved to center field. And coming in is Howard. Ball gets away from Barger. Hardiman moves up to third. And Lente, 2 hits. in this inning alone. As Howard comes in to score after scoring 2 in the first, held scoreless until this 6th inning where they've gotten 6 runs in so far. They have runners at second and third. That one fouled off. Aiden Chamberlain to the plate. Chamberlain 0 for 2 on the day, did reach on a walk and has a run scored. One and one now the count to Chamberlain. That one low. Ask for a different ball. Two and one the count. That's hit out down the right field line. Coming over is Dorsey, and he makes the catch. But a big inning for the Trojans. They score 6 runs on 4 hits, 2 runners left on base, and 2 big errors by the Eagles. As we head to the top of the 7th, North Hardin on top, 8-4 over North Bullitt as Bailey Moore heads back out to the mound for the Trojans, looking for the win. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, it'll be 1-2-3 in the Eagles lineup. Ryan Priest, Owen Barger, and Parker Nellums. And Bailey Moore on the mound for the Trojans. Priest 0 for 3 on the day. A fly out, a line out, and a ground out. That one outside. That one down the middle, hit back up the middle, and Fleming not going to be able to get to it. As Priest gets the clean single to start off the top of the 7th. And for the Eagles, they must score at least 4 runs to continue this ball game. Owen Barger now to the plate. Barger 3 for 3 on the day. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a single. Starting to change out the baseballs. We're starting to get some rain on the field. Moore comes set. Bigger lead that time by by Priest. Barger waits for the Moore pitch. That one's high. 2-0 now the count. That one gets in there for a strike. 2-1 now the count. Ooh, that one almost got him. 3-1 now the count. Had a couple of close calls today on both sides. The ones that did get hit by pitches are usually on curveballs, and they were down low in the dirt. Barger draws the 5-pitch walk. Trots down to first base. Priest goes to second. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Parker Nellums. Nellums 1 for 1 on the day with a home run and RBI. 2 runs scored. He's got a stolen base also. He's reached on a hit by pitch and also, actually, he's been hit by a pitch twice. First pitch in there for a strike. Curveball fouled off down the first base side. 0-2 now the count to Nellums. Ooh. That one was in the left-handed batter's box. Go down as a strikeout. And that will bring up number 33, Gibby Gibson, starting pitcher today. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Does have a RBI sac fly. Came in his last at-bat. That one for a ball, 1-0 now the count. As Gibson steps back in. That one high and away. 2-0. That one low, 3-0 now the count. And there's one out, runners at first and second. And there's a strike. 3-1 now to Gibson as he steps back in. Started towards first, turned around, told Coach Mr. Spalding, sorry about that. That one down the middle. 3-2 now the count. And strike 3. Going to chase after that one now. Back-to-back strikeouts for Moore. And North Bullitt down to their last out. That's it to be the center fielder, Brady Woldridge, coming to the plate. Woldridge 1 for 3 on the day. A single in his last at-bat. That one high and away. Out at second base, Ryan Priest getting a very big secondary lead. That one back up the middle. Good stop by Chamberlain. Tries to flip it in time, and he's out. And a very good play on the 6-4. Put out as Chamberlain slides and gets it, and it flips it to Fleming for the force out at second for the third out of the inning and the ball game. North Hardin comes back. They were down 4-2 as we headed to the bottom of the sixth. They score 6 runs in that bottom of the sixth inning and come out victorious 8-4 over North Bullitt. Again, Monday night we are back on the air as it'll be Bardstown coming to take on John Hardin in softball action. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. And for all of our workers here at HCEC-TV that make this possible, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.